You won't find a video, you won't find a book where anybody is explaining when did the Israelites begin to awaken their captivity and know that they are the Israelites. Now, the captivity I'm speaking on is the one pertaining to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 68, the transatlantic slave trade. And when you look into the history, you'll find out that there was wars going on in Americas called the Gullah Wars. This is the real reason why slavery ended. You had the dark Native Americans that was here, and you had the slaves brought from the coast of Africa team up and start to go against the slave owners. They did not assimilate. This is when we began to rise. Then in 1810, when slavery was still going on, we established Israel Hill, which was pretty much a vigorous black community like a Wall Street that lasted all the way into the 20th century. Now, I'm pretty sure what that did was birth the mindset of Martin Robertson Delaney. What he started was the 1836 quest of a nationhood. Now, what he was really doing was advocating for a creation of a black Israelite nation, and he wanted the land to be somewhere in East Africa. That's where Israel's at. Now, it's going to be somebody out there trying to discredit him, but guess what? This man was a physician who graduated from Harvard Medical School during slavery. Next, we got William Crowdy, who was born into slavery in 1847. He started the first Hebrew Israelite church. That's what it was called, the Hebrew Israelite Church in the 1800s. Now, it was located in Kansas, but he was so successful, he ended up opening up churches across the whole nation. Now, this is Louis Tate, a.k.a. Mother Mary. Yes, a woman. And guess what she did? She started camps. So if you seen, Israelites on the corners, it started from a woman. It started from her. We could go back in the Bible and I could tell you who it started from. But if we talking about here in America, it started with her. And what her church was called was a Church of Living God. Breaking into the 20th century, we got Wentworth Matthews, who actually came up under Louis Tate's church. He was actually a leader. He ended up starting the Commandment Keepers, which was a Hebrew congregation. Check out his congregation. And the guy on the top photo, right there on your right, we're going to talk about him next. Now, the other guy that was in that last photo, that's Frank S. Cherry. And what he was known for was challenging religious believers to prove that the Jews was not black for $1,000, which is $25,000 a day. And he offered $10,000 to prove that Christ was not black. And you only could use the Bible. Man, it's crazy. Out of this church, you get the One West leader, Abba Bivens. He started One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The school was known as ISUPK. He was actually a churchgoer of Frank S. Cherry and of Wentworth Matthews. Now, I bet you thought I was going to start with him, huh? Nah, our history is deep. Shalom.